Titles complain unlawful detainer. This is complaint. Next time, amended complaint meaning we file for the complaint, but there's something wrong. A different name, wrong spelling. In case we should file one more time. That one is unlawful detainer. So amended complaint. Amended complaint is second time. Everything is the same. Just one line is I'm wrong. In case we should file amended complaint. Everything is same thing. Number is same thing. Everything. Jurisdiction check all that apply. Action is limited to civil case. Limited to civil case meaning I request for the under $35,000, but of under $35,000 due amount demand does not exceed $10,000 small amount. In case $10,000 small amount, the filing fee, court filing fee is $195. Exceed $10,000 to $35,000 is $290. And then next time is an action is unlimited civil case over $35,000. That one is the filing fee is $4,900. $4,900, not 49. $490. $490 is the filing fee is all the different. How much I requested, that's a different filing fee. That's action is an unlimited civil case. Unlimited civil case meaning for amount demand exceed $35,000. This big amount. That in that time is the filing fees of $490. Action is reclassified by this amended complaint or cross complaint. That the from unlawful detainer to general unlimited civil possession not is issued from limited to unlimited. From unlawful detainer to general limited to civil. Plaintiff meaning for the owner, landlord's name, plaintiff's name. Else cause of action against defendant. Defendant is the tenant, but the tenant's name only, a name each, meaning all the name, house and wife, and then house name, the husband name and wife name. If they have a father, mother, any other persons, all the name is in without under 18 children. Else cause of action against defendant name, all the name should put right down. 2. A plaintiff's is individual over the age of 18 years. Individual, that one, A, mark A. 2. Public agency. 3. Other. 4. Partnership or corporation. Normally 99% is number 1 on individual over the age of 18 years. B. Plaintiff has complied with the fictitious business name law and is doing business under the fictitious name of. That one meaning, fictitious business name meaning I have a personally, but I used to be business name also. That one is a fictitious name. Number 3, the venue is the court named above because defendant named above is in possession of the premise located at. That one is a name, street, address, apartment number, city, zip code, and the country. Exact address should be put here. B. The premise is 3AR. Premise meaning for the building. Any property. Property meaning premise. Number one, within the city limit of something, city name. Two, within an unincorporated area. Oh, what's the difference? For example, number one, city name. For example, Los Angeles, Glendale, Vancouver, something like that. But the two, within the unincorporated area. Unincorporated area meaning for the LA, Lancaster. The perfect address is nothing in case unincorporated area. Mark here. In Los Angeles County, just Lancaster. Lancaster is unincorporated area. C. Premise is 3A word constructed in approximate year. How many years they live here? Four, plaintiff's interest in the premise is as owner or other. Plaintiff's interest meaning right. Plaintiff's right in the premise. Plaintiff's right in this property. Plaintiff's interest as owner or other. Other meaning manager or agent, they can do it. Number five, the true name and capacity of defendant sued as thus are unknown to plaintiffs. True names and capacity of defendant as does not unknown to plaintiffs. In case even they don't have any the legal document, not contract, but one person or two person come to this property, they live. In case I don't know his name. Number five, that just a two person or one person, or just we say those 1 to 2, 1 to 10. I don't know exact name. Do not use this form for evictions after sale. That's the page. On or about defendant name each. When the starting day's rent name, number one, agreed to rent the premise. Agreed to rent the premise. The property rent. Month to month tenancy, other tenancy. Normally 99% is month to month tenancy. Month to month tenancy meaning every month I should pay rent. Sometimes short period, I live in this property 15 days, or I'm living this property 3 months. I pay one time the rent in case other tenancy, but 99% month to month tenancy. Every month I pay the rent. B. This written or oral agreement was made with. Normally 99% written agreement. The tenant and owner should put right down this agreement. Number one, plaintiff's agent, plaintiff's predecessor in interest, others. Normally, the written agreement was made with the number one plaintiffs. Somebody not on the plaintiff's agent meaning for the manager or something. C, the defendant not named in item 6AR. The defendant are named in item 6AR. On the top, number 6, defendant all name we put right down. That's the C, again, the defendant are named is item 6A, subtenant, assignee, or other. Not subtenants normally. If somebody made a rent agreement with the owner or and then tenant, but he moving any other persons, he gave that the rent. In case this rent is a sublease, this person is subtenant. B, the agreement was a letter changed as follow. This agreement is a letter changed as follow. Just a tenant make for the lease agreement with a tenant without attorney's permit. In case, put right here, number D. E, a copy of the written agreement, including any addenda or attachment that form the base of this complaint, is attached, and the label Exhibit A, required for residential property unless item 6F is checked. 6F. Next line. For residential property, a copy of the written agreement is not attached because normally, and then we put right down the summon and the file. In that case, that the lease agreement is attaching, but this one is not written agreement is not attached. Why? Number one, the written agreement is not in the possession of the landlord or tenant, employees, or agent. Number one, meaning first one, they don't have any agreement. They never make any agreement. Just other person put right down their agreement, each other. Owner is never signed on the paper. Sometimes this kind of work. Number two, this action is solely or non-payment of rent. Non-payment of rent. They don't have any payment, just they know each other, friend or something. You live here. How many? Just 3 months or 6 months you live here. They don't have any agreement. This action is solely for non-payment of rent. In case, number one, they never making any rent. Number two, they just took non-payment of rent while they know each other. That's this F. Number 7, the tenant described in 6. Tenant described in 6. 6 on the top. A is not subject to the Tenant Protection Act of 2019. Is exempt is somebody's name. Specific subpart supporting why tenancy is exempt. His name. B, subject to the Tenant Protection Act of 2019. That one. they don't have any lease, they don't have any name on the paper. In case, write down this name. Number 8, complete only if item 7B is checked. Check all applicable boxes. 8, the tenancy was terminated at fault, just close the quote. B, the tenancy was terminated for no fault, just close the plaintiff's name. Number 1, waive the payment of rent. Waive the payment of rent. You don't need to pay the rent in case. Waive the payment of rent the final months of the tenancy before the rent came due under Action 1946.2 DE in the amount of something. That's the important. Waive the payment of rent for the final months of the tenancy. Final months. Why they waive the final months? He made a security deposit. Normally deposit is including final months. In case back here. 2, provide a direct payment of 1 month's rent under Section 1946 2D3 equally to name of defendant and amount given to each. Different amount. C, because defendant failed to vacate. Defendant failed to vacate. Plaintiff is seeking to recover the total amount in A, B as the damage in this action. A, B, some damage. Some damage meaning for the he carry the dogs and cats. They need a special cleaner on the carpet in case this section is marked. Number 9, defendant name each. If the defendant is a 4-person, all the name here. Was served the following notice on the same date and the same manner. Number 1, 3-day notice to pay rent or quit. Normally 90% is 3-day notice to pay rent or quit. 2, 30-day notice to quit. Why they need 30 days notice? 30-day notice is they don't have any agreement. If they don't have any agreement, tenant give him the 30-day notice. If just they have a agreement and then just didn't pay the rent, in case they should do 3-day notice is enough. But they don't have any rent, tenants, and owner doesn't have any agreement. In case they should pay 30-day notice. Or even if he paid the rent, they have some drug, they have some prostitution in the house. What's mean the prostitution? Some person come to my house and then I don't wanna she got in prostitution. In case 30-day notice to quit. 60-day notice to quit, 3-day notice to quit. 5, 3-day notice to perform convenience or quit. 3-day notice to quit under civil code section. Everything is wrong. 5, 6, 7 is wrong. Number 4, 3-day notice to quit this is wrong. Exact name as 3-day notice to quit or quit. Pay quit. QUIT. The rent is the quit. That's the exact notice. Next one, next page, number 9. 9B. On the date. The period starts stated in the notice check in 9A expired at the end of the day. End of the date meaning one day. The period stated in the notice to check. 3-day notice. For example, March 1st. And then 9A expired. The end of the day, March 4th. Defendant failed to comply with the requirement of the notice by that date. C. All facts stated in the notice are true. D. The notice included election of forfeiture. E. A copy of the notice is the attached label exhibit B. Notice the meaning for the 3-day notice or 30-day notice. Write down the label exhibit B. Required to residential property. F. One or more defendants were served with the prior required notice under Civil Code 1946.2C2 with the different notice. Number 3, on a different date. 4, in the different manner as stated in attachment 10C. Check item 10C and attach a statement providing the information required by item 2A, E, and 10 for each defendant. 3-day notice, all different person, they should give them one by one. Some manner, different date, some manner, different way, they gave them. 10A. 10A, the notice in item 9A was served on the defendant named in item 9A as follows. Number 1, by personally handing a copy of the defendant on personally handing meaning personal delivery, direct delivery to defendant on date some March 1st. 2, by leaving a copy with the name and description. By leaving meaning when I go to delivery to the notice, nobody there, just paper is leaving a copy with name of description. A person of suitable age and description on March 8, when I come to that place, nobody there, but just one child, that date, and defendant's son or daughter or somebody, and mailing a copy defendant place of residence on date, because defendant cannot be found as defendant's residence or usual place of business. 3, by posting a copy on the premise only. Just the posting meaning for the door, put under the door, is posting. Next, and giving a copy of a person found residing at the premises and the mailing copy of defendant at the premise. Posting on the wall or door, and he should send by mail also. Number 8, because defendant residence and unusual place of business cannot be ascertained, or B, because no person of suitable age discretion can be found there. 4, not for 3 days notice. See Civil Code 1946 before using, by sending a copy by certified or registered mail addressed to defendant on date or something. 5, not for residential tenancy. See Civil Code 1953 before using in the manner specified in a written commercial lease between the parties. B, name. What's the name? Was served on behalf of defendant who signed joint written rental agreement. Somebody taken for the instead of some tenant in case his name. Who take this notice? 11. Plaintiffs. C. Information about service of notice on the defendant as in item 9F is stated in attachment 10C. D. Proof of service of the notice in item 9A is attached it label exhibit 3. If somebody took this notice instead of tenant and that's copy, he took this notice instead of somebody in case attachment here, attachment exhibit C. 11. Plaintiffs demand possession from each defendant because of the expiration of a fixed term lease. 12. At the time the 3-day notice to pay rent or quit was served, the amount of the rent due was total amount something. Even if he didn't pay 2 months, 1 month $2,000, 2 months $4,000 plus penalty something. 13. The fair rental value of the premise is $2,000 per day, $2,000 per month, and then per day $68 per day. Even that the $2,000 rent is per day is $68, so high. 13, that one is 14. Defendant continued the possession is malicious, and defendant is entitled to statutory damage under Code of Civil Procedure, Section 1174B, state specific fact supporting a claim to $600 in attachment 14. 15. The written agreement between the parties provide for attorney fee. Yeah, if they have any attorney fee, put right down here. I pay that attorney fee something, and then to attachment is attorney with the owner making the agreement, or some receipt is attachment. 16. Defendant's tenancy is subject to the local rental fee, rental control, or eviction control, audience of city or county, title of audience, and date of possession. Good. Plaintiffs was met all applicable requirements of the audience. 17. Other allegations are stated in attachment 17. 18. Plaintiffs accept the jurisdictional limit, if any, of the court. Next page which one? 10. On the top, plaintiff's name, defendant's name. Defendant is 4 person. We don't need it write down as a 4 person, just 1 person. Last name is enough. Plaintiff's name, last name. Defendant, one of all person. Doesn't matter, just 1 person. The plaintiff's requested possession of the premise. Plaintiff's request possession of the premise, meaning you be out. I should take them for my property. That's the possession of the premise. B. Cost incurred in this proceeding. Cost incurred in this proceeding. In this proceeding, meaning for the I paid the filing fee to the court, and I paid it instead of I paid the attorney fee also. All the amount you should pay. C. Past due rent of. You didn't pay that the 2 months or 3 months total amount here, and the reasonable attorney fee mark. Forfeiture of the agreement. Forfeiture of the agreement, meaning for the he give up the property. F. Damage in the amount of waived rent or relocation assignment, as stated in item 8. Damage in the amount of waived. Mark here, that's the even some damage for the didn't pay for the dogs and cats cleanup. If not pay, I will not charge damage in the amount of waived, but price is something. For example, $500 or $1,000. G. Damage at the rate stated in items 13 from date. 13 from damage, meaning for the first date to until this time, first day. For each day, the defendant to remain in possession through entry of judgment. H. Statutory damage up to $600 for the conduct alleged in item 14. Other. 20. Number of page attachment. The total attachment, for example, newspaper 5, and then 2 3 day notice 1, and other the attachment cleanup fee or something, attorney fee, something, all page, how many page attachment, something like that. If you cannot, it doesn't matter. Just unlawful detainer assistant. Who professional assistant for unlawful detainer? 21. Unlawful detainer assistant did not or did. If you receiving for the any assignment or any admission mark here or not. For compensation, give advice or assistance with this form. If declarant has received any help or advice for pay from an unlawful detainer assistant, complete 3A through F. 19. Assistant's name is street address, city, and zip code, telephone number, county of registration, registration number, expire on something, date, today, type of print name, and signature of plaintiff's or attorney. Verification. I am the defendant. I am the plaintiffs in this. What's they say? All plaintiffs is a notable detainer proceeding must file and serve this form. Filing this form complete with the requirement in Code of Civil Procedure Section 1179.01-5C. Serve this form and any attachment to it with the summons. If a summons has already been served without this form, then serve it by mail or any other means of service authorized by law. If the defendant has answered prior to service of this form, there is no requirement for defendant to respond to the supplemental allegation before trial. To obtain a judgment in an unlawful detainer action for non-payment of rent on a residential property, a plaintiff must verify that no rental assistance or other financial compensation has been received for the amount demanded in the notice or account of afterward, and that no application is pending such assistance to obtain a default judgment. Plaintiffs must use verification by landlord regarding rental assistance. Unlawful detainer, Form UD 120, to make this verification and provide other information required by statute. Plaintiff's name, plaintiff's meaning landlord, owner name, and then alleged cause of the action in the plaintiff's filed in this action against the defendant. Defendant, all the name, not 1, 2, 3. How many persons live here? What sound? Telephone sound?
Yeah.
Wow. Two, statutory cover seek allegation. This action seeks possession of real property, that is, check all that apply, residential, commercial. If residential is checked, complete all remaining items that apply to this section. If only commercial checked, no further item need to be complete, exception this signature and verification on page 2. B. This action is based in whole or in part on an deferred in payment, rent, or other change. Yes or no. 3. Statement regarding rental assistance. Required in all action based on non-payment of rent or any other financial obligation, plaintiffs must answer all the questions in this item, and if later seeking default judgment, will also need be filed verification regarding rental assistance on the detained Form UD 120. A. Has plaintiffs received rental assistance or other financial compensation from any other source corresponding to the amount demanded in the notice underlying in the complaint? Yes or no. B. has complained to receive rental assistance or other financial compensation from any other source for rent occurring after the date of the notice underlying the complaint, yes or no. C. Does plaintiff has any pending application for rental assistance or other financial compensation from any other source corresponding to the amount demand in the notice underlying the complaint, yes or no. Does plaintiff has any pending application for rental assistance or other financial compensation from any other source for rent occurring after the date on the notice underlying its complaint, yes or no. Next page, number 12. Number 4. Other allegation. Plaintiffs make the following additional allegation. State any additional allegation below, with each allegation lettered in order, starting with A, B, C, at. If there is not enough space below, check the box below and use from MC 025 title in attached 4 and the letter each allegation in order. Other allegations are from MC 025. Number 5, number of pages attached. Nothing, just any other paper not attaching. Date, name. Verification, same person. Verification, use a different or verification from if the verification is an attorney or for a corporation or partnership. I am the plaintiff in this proceeding and have read the plaintiffs. I declare on the penalty of perjury under the laws of the state of California that the foregoing is true and correct. Attorney, if the attorney here, if not, plaintiffs 2 times. But you should remember, I declare on the penalty of perjury under the laws of the state of California that the foregoing is true and correct. If you wanna submit any document to the immigration or to the any government place or court, the last one you should put right here. I declare on the penalty of perjury under the laws of the state of California that the foregoing is true and correct, and sign. If not attaching this phrase, I declare on the penalty of perjury under the laws of the state of California that the foregoing is true and correct. If not attaching this line, that's not accept in the court, immigration, or any government place. Sure to remember. That's the oath. Okay, next one. Civil cover sheet. Also, civil cover sheet, you should put the document. Civil cover sheet, unlimited meaning for the over $35,000 amount. Limited, under demand $35,000 or less. Complex case designation, counter or joinder, doesn't matter. Number 1, check one box below for the case type that the best to describe this case. Alter, regarding the vehicle, car accident, something, in case here. That one is number 22. Uninsured motorist. I don't have any, or the other parties doesn't have any insured. In case uninsured motorist. In car accident, if you don't have any insurance, you don't have any right to request for any money. If you request any money to the other party, you have getting for the insurance. If you don't have any insurance, you cannot request any money. That's so important. In California, especially Los Angeles, so many cars go around in the street, but 40% that they don't have any insurance. If you don't have any insurance, you cannot request. Even you getting any damage from the other party, but you don't have any insurance, you cannot request. You sure to request insurance. Insurance fee is so high. In case you request for you applying, so just the other parties request minimum request for the insurance. That's so important. And then other PI, PD, WD. PI meaning personal injury for the fighting or something. PD, property damage. WD, wrongful death. Tort. Asbestos, product liability. If you have just a liability insurance, so cheap, but you cannot request for your damage. But minimum you pay for the other party's damage. That's minimum. If you think that they are so expensive insurance, you just applying for the liability only. But in case any happen to the damage, you don't have any amount, just the other parties only. Asbestos, product liability, medical malpractice, other PIPD, all of these the court action, non-PIPDWD, business tort, unfair business practice, civil right, defamation. Do you know defamation? Defamation, fraud, intellectual property, professional negligence, other non-PIPDWD torts, employment, wrongful termination. Wrongful termination meaning if you work any other places and then the owner, you quit the work and I don't have any wrong, and then that the termination, wrongful termination, you can request for the any money. That is employment, other employment. Contract, breach of contract. Breach of a contract is meaning all the over 90% court action is breach of contract. Breach of contract is so important. Rule 3740 collections. The other party not paying, it's just collection. Other collections. Insurance coverage, other contract. Insurance. If somebody you getting for the business, next door is the fire, and then your business also damaged. you can request for damaged person. I lost a lot of damage. You should pay, but he doesn't have any insurance. In case you can request for the owner of the building. Building owner should pay, and then or damage the person, fire the person. They don't have any insurance. Building owner, they didn't pay that the insurance also, and then you can request for the your insurance. And then at that time, my insurance also I didn't pay past 3 months. But I damaged my whole house. All house is gone. But I cannot request for damaged person, my insurance, my building's owners, they don't have any insurance, all of them. But my house is all gone. In case, how you can do it? Do you know any other way? Any damage, any fire, all gone my house, all gone my property. But the insurance didn't pay at any. How you can do it? Just I gonna go back to my country, or I should go to downtown? Any other person, any other information for the all gone, all properties are fire, but anybody insurance doesn't have any. I can, in case. Do you have any idea how I can? Nobody? We should go to downtown. Hey, Philippine. If your house is gone, fire, but nobody insurance. I don't have any insurance. Next door has insurance. Building owner doesn't have any insurance. All doesn't have any insurance, and my house is all gone. How you can do it?
Rebuild it.
Building it.
Oh, what you say?
Rebuild.
They build?
Rebuild.
What's mean?
Reestablish.
Stop place?
Reestablish.
What's mean stop place?
Redo. Reconstruct.
Reconstruction?
Yeah.
I don't have any money. How I can?
What shall I do?
I ask him, what should you do?
Okay.
Loan? Your house is all gone. Who gonna insure? Who gonna give that any loan? If you have any insurance, it's okay. They're gonna pay. But you don't have any insurance. How you can do it? Insurance should pay. First one is the fired person next door. Second, building owner should, you give me that your insurance, he should pay. And he doesn't have any insurance, and then my insurance should pay. But I didn't pay the insurance fee. How we can do it?
Request support from government.
Government.
Yeah.
Government what?
Federal.
Huh? Federal?
Yeah.
Federal who? President?
Yeah, insurance.
Yeah, you should remember that. If you get it for any damaging, I don't have any insurance. How I can do it for the fire? You don't know?
No, sorry.
Yeah, you know that it's just one way. You go to the downtown, I get beggar. You should remember, in case I fire, but nobody paid to me. You request for fire department. Yeah, fire department. Yeah, you think, oh wow, that the fire department is the full spends a lot of time and so one person is damaged for how I can do at the fire department. This is law. Nobody can damage any fire. Fire department should pay. Why?
Yeah,
Why?
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 I ask why. You ask me why. How I if fire department is come early, if he can do good, no damaging, but he getting for the fault. Best insurance they got fire department. Why? They hurt firemen. That's a hurt. Should pay for the fire department. That's the fire department insurance for the California government. That's good insurance. But I fired and then to my house, all the damage, you should pay. Why? The fire department, you insurance, they are good insurance. If you request for, that's not bad. That should pay insurance. Fire department gonna pay. That's good money. That's good. For a few months ago, that the fired all the San Francisco. Oh no, that not what's that? Malibu. Yeah, Malibu area. That's the damaged fire. That's a houses of 5 million, 10 million, something houses all gone. Insurance company is gone. So much amount damaged. 10,000 house, they don't have any money. Insurance company is gone. And then, who gonna pay? Who should pay? Believe they are rich. And then, don't worry, I'm gonna pay. No. Who paid for they fire the house? Insurance company is all gone. Who should pay?
House owner?
Huh?
House owner.
House owner? I am house owner.
Because you are very rich.
Yeah, I'm house owner. My house is gone, fired, but the insurance company is already gone. How I can? I get
The
it for,
government for
Huh?
the area. The
Okay.
government for the area.
yeah, that's government. California government should pay. And then, but the president say this is the damaged area. For example, president is say, oh, the Malibu area is the damaged area. In case after that, federal government should pay. And then don't worry about that. If fire, any other country for the fire, insurance company didn't pay, and then I have a good house, over $10 million house, but all gone. Next day, I should go to downtown. I don't have any house. Give me a 1/10. No, should pay for the government. Don't worry. United is a good country, just a bad president. But don't worry, this house should pay to government. Okay, real property, eminent domain, in verse, eminent domain condemnation, eminent domain, meaning for the government to say, okay, you should move it, your house, you are moving. We're gonna build the school this area, and in case you should be out. School, or you should be out this area passing for the train, subway, in case you should go moving and then to airport. Any something in case that area is eminent domain. Eminent domain also should pay by government. Wrongful eviction. Eviction, we learn now that we learn is eviction, but somebody say that the wrongful eviction, in case should pay owner, drug. You know that the drug, right? Yeah. In case drug. What's mean drug? If I have a drug and the government pay to me? No. Yeah, drug. Nobody. Yeah, nobody paying drugs. Judicial review, asset forfeiture, petition, re-arbitration award, writ of mandate are the judicial review. Next one. Provisionally complex civil litigation, antitrust, trade regulation, construction defects, mass torts, security litigation, environmental toxic torts, insurance coverage, claim arising from the above list, provisionally complex case type, enforcement of judgment. Enforcement of judgment meaning I getting for the judgment, but the other party didn't pay. In case, enforcement of judgment. Miscellaneous civil complaint, RICO. RICO meaning, you should remember RICO. When I go to the house, or when I walk in the house, street, somebody shoot the gun, or somebody turn over the car and he ran over. I didn't get any damage. Somebody's gang is hit me, and I go to the hospital. In case government didn't take any person, either the car accident or gang accident or any other persons, I receiving the damage. In case city should pay. City paying for the old under $30,000. Any damage, $30,000 paying. That one is RICO. If you getting any damaging, you can receive it. You can get any damaging, should paying for the LA City. That one is RICO under $30,000. He paying. Other complaint not specified above. other complaint. Any other complaint, something. Miscellaneous civil. Partnership and corporate governments. Other petition not specified above. 2. This case is or is not complex under Rule 3.400 of the California Rule of the Court. If the case is complex, mark the factors requiring exceptional judicial management. Just a simple, I'm gonna against you in case this case is not complex case. A large number of separatory president party, large number meaning over 10 person, I'm sued. All the person is over 10 in case large number of separate represent parties. B. Extensive motion practice arising difficult or novel issue that will be time consuming to resolve. C. Substantial amount of documentary evidence. D. Large number of witnesses. So many persons come to the court. They say insurance and witness. The coordination with related action pending in one or more courts in other countries, states, or counties, counties, or in a federal court. I file for the court to sue, but all the different California, Nevada, or any other places, or Los Angeles, Orange County, or any other places also in case marked here. F. Substantial post-judgment judicial supervision. 3. Remedy sought check all that apply. A. Monetary. B. Non-monetary. Monetary meaning for the regarding the money. I will not request some money. This is monetary, but not regarding the money. It's non-monetary. Declaration or you sure to request insurance. Insurance fee is so high. In case you request for you applying, so just the other parties request minimum request for the insurance. That's so important. And then other PI, PD, WD. PI meaning personal injury for the fighting or something. PD, property damaging. WD, wrongful death, tort. Asbestos, product liability. If you have just a liability insurance, so cheap, but you cannot request for your damage, but minimum you pay for the other party's damage. That's minimum. If you think that they are so expensive insurance, you just apply for the liability only. But in case any happen to the damage, you don't have any amount, just the other parties only. Asbestos, product liability, medical malpractice, other PIPDWD. All of these court action, non-PIPDWD, business tort, unfair business practice, civil right, defamation. Do you know defamation? Defamation, fraud, intellectual property, professional negligence, other non-PIPDWD torts, employment, wrongful termination. Wrongful termination meaning if you work any other places and then the owner, you keep the work and I don't have any wrong, and then that the termination, wrongful termination, you can request for the any money. That is employment, other employment. Contract, breach of contract. Breach of a contract is meaning all the over 90% court action is breach of contract. Breach of contract is so important. Rule 3740 collections. The other party not paying, it's just collection. Other collections. Insurance coverage, other contract. Insurance. If somebody you getting for the business, next door is the fire, and then your business also damaged. You can request for damaged person. I lost a lot of damage. You should pay, but he doesn't have any insurance. In case you can request for the owner of a building. Building owner should pay, and then or damage the person, fire the person. They don't have any insurance. Building owner, they didn't pay that the insurance also, and then you can request for the UI insurance. And then at that time, my insurance also I didn't pay past 3 months. But I damaged my own house. All house is gone. But I cannot request for damaged person, my insurance, my building's owners, they don't have any insurance, all of them. But my house is all gone. In case, how you can do it? Do you know any other way? Any damage, any fire, all gone my house, all gone my property. But the insurance didn't pay at any. How you can do it? Just I gonna go back to my country, or I should go to downtown? Any other person, any other information for the all gone, all properties are fire, but anybody insurance doesn't have any. I can, in case. Do you have any idea how I can? Nobody? We should go to downtown. Hey, Philippine. If your house is gone, fire, but nobody insurance. I don't have any insurance. Next door has insurance. Building owner doesn't have any insurance. All doesn't have any insurance, and my house is all gone. how you can do it.
Rebuild it.
Uh-huh.
Building it.
Oh, excuse what you say?
Rebuild.
They build?
Rebuild.
What's mean?
Reestablish.
Stop place?
Reestablish.
What's mean stop place?
Redo. Reconstruct.
Reconstruction?
Yeah.
I don't have any money. How I can?
What shall I do?
其实
I ask what should you do?
，OK，
他的房子长土了，没有东
嗯
西。
，slow。
Loan? Your house is all gone. Who gonna insure? Who gonna give that any loan?
这样吗？没有保险。
If you have any insurance, it's okay. They're gonna pay. But you don't have any insurance. How you can do it? Insurance should pay. First one is the fired person next door. Second, building owner should, you give me that your insurance. He should pay. And he doesn't have any insurance, and then my insurance should pay. But I didn't pay the insurance fee. How we can do it? Huh?
Request support from government.
Government.
Yeah.
Government what?
Federal.
Huh? Federal?
Yeah.
Federal who? President?
Yeah, insurance.
Yeah, you should remember that. If you get it for any damaging, I don't have any insurance. How I can do it for the fire? You don't know?
No, sorry.
Yeah, you know that it's just one way. You go to the downtown, I get beggar. You should remember, in case I fire, but nobody paid to me, you request for fire department. Yeah, fire department. Yeah, you think, oh wow, that the fire department is the full, spends a lot of time, and so one person is damaged for, how I can do at the fire department? This is law. Nobody can damage any fire. Fire department should pay. Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Why? Why?
I ask why. You ask me why. How if fire department is come early, if he can do good, no damaging, but he getting for the fault. Best insurance they got fire department. Why? They hurt firemen. That's a hurt. Should pay for the fire department. That's the fire department insurance for the California government. That's good insurance. But I fired and then to my house, all the damaging. You should pay. Why? The fire department, you insurance. They are good insurance. If you request for, that's not bad. That should pay insurance. Fire department gonna pay. That's good money. That's good. For a few months ago, that the fired all the San Francisco. Oh no, that not what's that? Malibu. Yeah, Malibu area. That's the damaged fire. That's a houses of 5 million, 10 million something houses all gone. Insurance company is gone. So much amount damaged. 10,000 house, they don't have any money. Insurance company is gone. And then, who gonna pay? Who should pay? believe they are rich, and then don't worry, I'm gonna pay. No. Who paid for they fire the house? Insurance company is all gone. Who should pay?
House owner.
Huh?
House owner.
House owner? I am house owner.
Because you are very rich.
Yeah, I'm house owner. My house is gone, fired, but the insurance company is already gone. How I can? I get
The
it for,
government for
Huh?
the area. The
Okay.
government for the area.
yeah, that's government. California government should pay. And then, but the president say this is the damaged area. He, for example, president is say, oh, the Malibu area is the damaged area. In case after that, federal government should pay. And then don't worry about that. If fire, any other country for the fire, insurance company didn't pay, and then I have a good house, over $10 million house, but all gone. Next day, I should go to downtown. I don't have any house. Give me a 1/10. No, should pay for the government. Don't worry. United is a good country, just a bad president. But don't worry, this house should pay to government. Okay, real property, eminent domain, in verse, eminent domain, condemnation, eminent domain meaning for the government to say, okay, you should move it, your house, you are moving. We're gonna build the school, this area, in case you should be out. School, or you should be out. This area passing for the train, subway, in case you should go moving, and then to airport. Any something in case that area is eminent domain. Eminent domain also should pay by government. Wrongful eviction. Eviction, we now that we learn is eviction, but somebody say that the wrongful eviction, in case should pay owner drug. You know that the drug, right? Yeah. In case drug. What's mean drug? If I have a drug and the government pay to me? No. Yeah, drug. Nobody. Yeah, nobody paying drugs. Judicial review, asset forfeiture, petition, re-arbitration award, writ of mandate are the judicial review. Next one. Provisionally complex civil litigation, antitrust, trade regulation, construction defects, mass torts, security litigation, environmental toxic torts, insurance coverage, claim arising from the above list, provisionally complex case type, enforcement of judgment, Enforcement of judgment meaning I'm getting for the judgment, but the other party didn't pay. In case enforcement of judgment. Miscellaneous civil complaint, RICO. RICO meaning, you should remember RICO. When I go to the house, or when I walk in the house, street, somebody shoot the gun, or somebody turned over the car and he ran over. I didn't get any damage. Somebody's gang is hit me, and I go to the hospital. In case government didn't take any person, either the car accident or gang accident or any other persons, I receiving the damage. In case city should pay. City paying for the old under $30,000. Any damage, $30,000 paying. That one is RICO. If you if you getting any damaging, you can receive it. You can get any damage should paying for the LA City. That one is RICO under $30,000. He paying. Other complaint not specifying the above. Other complaint. Any other complaint, something. Miscellaneous civil. Partnership and corporate governments. Other petition not specified above. 2. This case is or is not complex under Rule 3.400 of the California Rule of the Court. If the case is complex, mark the factors requiring exceptional judicial management. Just a simple, I'm gonna against you in case this case is not complex case. A large number of separatory president party, large number meaning over 10 person, I'm sued. All the person is over 10. In case large number of separate represent parties. B. Extensive motion practice arising difficult or novel issue that will be time consuming to resolve. C. Substantial amount of documentary evidence. D. Large number of witnesses. So many persons come to the court. They say insurance and witness. E. Coordination with related action pending in one or more courts in other countries, states, or counties, counties, or in a federal court. I file for the court to sue, but all the different California, Nevada, or any other places, or Los Angeles, Orange County, or any other places also in case marked here. F. substantial post-judgment judicial supervision. 3. Remedy thought check all that apply. A. Monetary. B. Non-monetary. Monetary meaning for the regarding the money. I'm gonna request some money. It gets this is monetary, but not regarding the money. It's non-monetary. Declaration or injunction relief. 3. Punitive. 4. Number of cause of action. This case is or is not class action suit. If there are any known the related case, if any service action knowledge of related case. And then signature. Next page. Just I need a black, just myself black. Thirty more minutes. Wow, that's a long time today. Page 14, CIB 100. That's the owner request for the unlawful detainer, and then to tenant didn't pay. In case we go to the court and the court regarding the judgment, and then the other party didn't pay and then didn't answer. In case next action request for entry of default, meaning the other party didn't answer. That's need a long time. If the other party tenant didn't pay, first thing 3-day notice. After that, he should file for the court action, and then to the other party didn't answer, he should do request for entry of default, something. They at least they need 1 more month. They need a long time. Didn't pay the rent. Don't worry that you can do the unlawful right away. Need action for the he getting the judgment. You don't worry if you can pay for the rent. Don't worry, just wait. After that, request for entry of default, or clerk's judgment, or court judgment. Judgment is a clerk judgment or court judgment. Court's judgment meaning for the judges make decisions, judgment, and the small amount is clerk judgment. clerk is marked under the judgment. But anyway, that one is an entry of default. Request for entry of default and simple clerk judgment. Clerk sign under the paper. Okay, to the clerk on the complaint or cross complaint file on date today by name, owner's name, and the C, enter default is defendant. Defendant enter default, defendant name. If three or four person, all the name on the here. D, I request a court judgment on the Code of Civil Procedure section something. I request a court judgment. And then E, enter clerk's judgment. Clerk judgment 1 for restitution of the premise only and issue a writ of exclusion on the judgment. Code of Civil Procedure section something, including in the judgment all tenant, substance name, claimant, and other occupants of the premise. The pre-judgment claim right to possession was served in compliance with the Code of Civil Procedure section. 2. On the Code of Civil Procedure section 585A, complete the declaration on the Code Civil Procedure 585.5 on the reverse. 3. For default previously entered on default, I file unlawful detainer summon, and then he didn't answer in case after 5 days for default previously entered on date. Judgment to be entered. Demand of complaint. Demand of complaint meaning I request for total amount of $4,500 something. 2 months he didn't pay the rent and credit something. No credit, not meaning credit. Penalty something. Credit acknowledged. Credit meaning for the he paid for the deposit. When he come to the this house, he paid 1 month's deposit, and then demand of complaint $4,500, and then deposit $2,000. Balance is $2,500 something. The statement of damage. Special, general. No special, just general. $2,000 per month, 2 times $4,000, and then cost interest. Interest meaning for the penalty. Cost, attorney fee, total amount, something like that. And the daily damage were advanced, demanded in complaint at the rate of something. For example, 1 month is $2,000, and per day, 1 day, how much is 1 day? 1 month, $2,000, 1 day is $68. Per day beginning meaning he didn't pay the rent the first day, put right here. And then check if filed in an unlawful detainer case legal document assistance or unlawful detainer assistance information is on the reverse, something, date, something like that. The bottom is for court use only, that you need not quote mark here. Next page, 15. Number 4, legal document assistance or unlawful detainer assistance. Legal document assistance or unlawful detainer assistance did or did not. Normally did not. For compensation, give advice or assistance with the form. If declaration has received any help or advice for pay from a legal document assistance or unlawful detainer assistance, state assistance name, state, street, city and zip code, telephone number, county of registration, registration number, expire on something. Number 5, declaration under Code Civil Procedure 585.5 for entry of default under Code Civil Procedure 585A. This action A is or is not on a contract or installment sale for goods or service selection. That's one. This one is for a contract or installment. Is contract. Contract meaning for the I have lease paper. This is mark on a contract. Lease paper I have it. Or installment to sale for goods. Installment to sale for goods divided the payment. B is not on a conditional sale contract subject to Civil Code 2981 on required. Is not conditional sale. C is not on an obligation for goods, service, loans or examination of credit subject to Code Civil Procedure. Number 6, declaration of mailing. A copy of this request for entry of default was A, not mailed to the following defendant whose address are unknown to plaintiff's attorney. I don't know that any information regarding the defendant. Defendant is already gone, but I cannot send this this judgment. B, mailed first class postage prepaid. First class postage prepaid meaning for the $75 postpaid, the stamp is sealed and envelope addressed to each defendant attorney or record, or if known to each defendant, last known address as follows: mailed on today, to specify name and address shown on the envelope. What address should I use it? Just using for the and then I declare on the penalty of perjury under the laws of the state of California that the foregoing item 4, 5, and 6 are true and correct. Any signature under the paper legal form, I declare on the penalty of perjury under the laws of state of California that the foregoing is something date to date, name, and signature. Memorandum of cost. How much I requested? Club filing fee, $3.95. Process service fee, server fee. Any document is delivery person, he charged $100. Other total cost and disbursement are waived. I am the attorney, agent, or party who claimed this cost to the best of my knowledge and belief. This memorandum of cost is correct, and this cost were necessarily incurred in this case. Same thing, I declare on the penalty of perjury under the laws of state of California that the foregoing item 7 and correct, true and correct, date and signature. That's the document. And then next page, number 8, declaration of non-military status. Non-military status meaning for the other party is not a soldier. Why this section is needed? If he is soldier, he should go to any other places. We cannot deliver this document. That is declaration of non-military status. He is not a soldier. If the other party soldier, we cannot any action. This act required for a judgment, declaration of non-military status. If the other party is military soldier, we cannot this action. Should remember, no defendant or respondent named in item 1C is in the military service of the United States as defined by either the Service Members Civil Relief Act or California Military and Veterans Code Section 402F. I know that no defendant, respondent named in item 1C is in the U.S. military service because check all that apply. The search result that I received that something, the defendant respondent is not in the U.S. military service. Yeah, meaning for the he's not a soldier. B, I am in regular communication with the defendant respondent and know that they are not in the U.S. military service. C, I recently contact in the defendant respondent and they told me that they are not in the U.S. military service. D, I know that the defendant respondent was discharged from U.S. military service on or above. E, the defendant respondent is not eligible to service in the U.S. military service because they are incarcerated or business entity. Other military service in case we cannot, but just to keep your mind, U.S. military status can be checked online at www.scra.gov emdc.osd.mil. You request for this action is solved or not, check it out, you can do it. Or if the defendant respondent is in the military service or their military status is unknown, defendant is respondent is entitled to certain rights and protections under federal and state law before a default judgment can be entered. For more information, see www.selfhelpcourtca.gov and military default in case you can get any information about it. I declare under the penalty of perjury under the laws of the state of California in the foregoing item A is true and correct. That one, date, signature. Yeah, that's so long time we needed. 20 more minutes.
20 minutes more. 20 minutes more.
That's right. That's too long.
Makeup class. Makeup class.
Yeah. They come just one time per year, no more. Yeah, immigration is come down just one time per year. Yeah, don't worry. Next time they don't have any.
Not the ICE.
Yeah.
Not the ICE.
Yeah. If you come to the more time, I can endure.
Teacher,
Uh-huh.
is that a lawyer's badge on your chest?
I don't know. This is my school.
Oh, a school badge. 他学校的徽章。
I have another school,
Oh.
the law school.
Law school.
Yeah.
So it's a status symbol.
In California, law school.
So you are a lawyer also, sir?
I'm present in my school. 15 more minutes.
不是，你可以找他帮忙，然后让他帮你联系当地的政府。
Okay. If you be waiting for the not coming the time, page 17, judgment. We request for the unlawful detainer and request for judgment. After that, they're gonna give me the judgment. If that the judgment will coming, judgment unlawful detainer by clock, by default, after court trial, by court, possession only, defendant did not appeal at trial. If the other party for the any answer by default, or they already move it in case possession only, just to return back to my house, possession only. That one, if we get in the judgment, if we give that this judgment to the clerk, to the marshal's office, marshal come to the my place, and then he attached the notice, and then final 5 days. You should move within 5 days to be out. After 5 days, he gonna change the key. That's Marshall's word. But he already moved it. Doesn't matter. Just possessions only. I can get it. If that the possession only, they receiving any material, a lot of material in the house, they move it, and then possession only. In case you cannot sell it, you cannot throw away that the material, just you keep 1 month. 1 month that the material, any for the other place is okay. For any other places you can you move it, the material, and then within 1 month he came. So I gonna the moving for my material in case okay you take them, but you request for the some money for I keep your material. You should pay 1 month keeping price. That also you can request it. Number one, by default, defendant was properly served with a copy of summons and complaint. Defendant was properly served. Defendant was served a copy of the summons and complaint. B. Defendant failed to answer the complaint or appear and defer the action within the time allowed by law. C. Defendant default was entered by the clerk upon plaintiff's application. The clerk's judgment. Clerk's judgment is the possession only of the premise described on page 2. Court judgment. The court consider. The judgment is by default, and then clerk's judgment and court judgment. Normally, clerk judgment is marked. 1. Plaintiff's testimony and other evidence. Plaintiff's testimony and other evidence. 2. Plaintiff's or others' written declaration and evidence. 2. After court trial, the jury was waived. The court considered the evidence. 8. The case entire on date and time tried on before naming judicial officer. B. Appearance by plaintiffs. Name each. Plaintiff's attorney. Name each. Continued on attachment 2B. Defendant. Defendant's name. Defendant's attorney. Normally they don't have any default to defendant's attorney. Why they come? Continued on attachment 2B. C. Defendant did not appear at trial. Defendant was properly served with the notice of trial. Even all the document they receiving, but he didn't appear. D. A statement of decision was requested. Statement of decision was not, it was. Next to page 18. Judgment entered as followed by court or clerk. Normally by clerk. plaintiff's name, defendant's name, parties, judgment, for plaintiffs. Plaintiffs, the meaning for the owner, tenant, landlord, and landlord's name. Name each meaning for the husband and wife, something. And against the defendant, name each. Defendant name is so many, 3, 4, all the name here. Continued on attachment 3A. Sometimes it's for the Hispanic person rent one house, and so many person they live it. In case they name all the name put here. B, for dependent name each. For party entitled to possession of the premise located at, meaning for the address, apartment, city, and the county. They leave this address. This address meaning my address. Plaintiff's name in item 3A. Plaintiff's name meaning for the landlord. Landlord is different address they leave. Defendant's name in item 3B. Defendant listed in unattached from UD 110P in item 3B AB1. 5. Why they just come? 안 달래. Number 5, judgment applies to all occupants of the premise, including tenant, subtenant, if any, and the name claimant, if any. Code civil procedure, something. Number 6, amount and item attempts, amount and terms of judgment. Defendant name in item 3A, above must pay plaintiffs on the complaint. B, plaintiffs is received nothing from defendant name in item 3B. Defendant name in item 3B is to recover cost something, attorney fee something. And the past due rent, he didn't pay 2 months. Holder of damage for the, if he has a dog, and the cleaning fee should pay. Attorney fee, he paid. Cost meaning filing fee at the court. Other meaning delivery fee, and then to any other fee. Total judgment, something like that. C, the rental agreement is cancelled. Rental agreement is cancelled, meaning if he has rental, that one is the, he can receive that within the rental period. But the rental agreement is cancelled. The lease is forfeit. Lease is finished. Seven, conditional judgment. Plaintiff has breached the agreement to provide habitable premise to defendant as stated in judgment. Unlawful detainer habitable premise attachment. Form UD 110H, which is attached. A. Judgment is a partial eviction. Judgment for partial eviction, meaning a partial eviction is issued as stated in judgment. Unlawful detainer, partial eviction attachment from UD 110P, which is attached. Meaning for the one partial, one places, they move, they attach. 9. Other. Continued attachment line, form MC 025. Date. Judicial officer. Judicial officer meaning for the judgment or clerk something. Date. Clerk certificate. I certify that this is true copy of the original judgment on file in the court. Date and signature on the paper, page. And then next page is the answer. If the other parties receiving for the summon and complaint, they can answer within 5 days. Within 5 days, they can answer. In this day, maybe within 10 days. 10 days, they can find answer. Any other legal action is 1 month, but unlawful detainer, only one unlawful detainer is within 10 days, they should write down the answer. So only they should file for the answer. That the answer is here, we're gonna file for the next time, and then to unlawful detainer meaning if you live in the United States, if you live in the United States, if not paying for the rent, don't worry, not right away. You should move it. You cannot move it within the judgment. Don't worry, so all the time. A. Come on up. You be out for the office. Look around. They come or not. Yeah, just look around. And then don't ask him. She gonna come and then to office. You came to immigration. That's so crazy.